Yeah, I just don't want to move.
You sound tired. Are you about to faint from hunger while you're still in bed? Oh, nice. How did you know I was ready to drag you out of the room?
Some people go for a morning run, and others just want to sleep in.
I thought we agreed to go out a few days ago. But you keep making excuses. The weather's nice today. Why not come outside with me? During my run, I ended up passing by that park we used to visit. They're having a fair nearby.
A lot of people will be there, and it's going to be hot.
I knew you'd try to come up with a reason not to go. There are game and snack stalls set up around the park. And I checked it out already. It's not crowded. You want to walk around at least?
Maybe.
Look how messy your hair is. Mushrooms are basically growing out of your head. So, if you don't go out, we're eating mushroom stir-fry for lunch. Ooh, they're homegrown and organic.
Caleb, you're stupid.
Wash up already, Pipsqueak. We'll head out once you're ready.
Are you calling the shots because Grandma's not home?
Huh? What did you say?
Nothing. I said I'll get ready. It's too hot, Caleb. I'm going to melt. Isn't this the hat Grandma got from her tour group, Caleb?
You gotta protect yourself against the sun. In this heat, you can cook an egg on the asphalt.
You can keep it yourself.
Okay, you wear the red hat and I wear the jacket with flowers on it. We each got one. Perfect, right? We're fully equipped, right? Can we continue exploring now? Or do you want to go home?
No, but...
But what?
I want that fruit-flavored cotton candy.
Oh, I thought you were going to ask for the moon. Fruit-flavored cotton candy, huh? Let's go.
So expensive.
Giant ice cream cones here. It's better if you share them.
Caleb, hurry! We bought a lot of stuff. Let me help you carry some of it.
I'll be fine, even if you buy more.
Don't lie. If we get separated, you won't be able to pull me back.
Then I'll go around and ask if anyone has seen Little Red Riding Hood. I'll show them this picture.
You just wanted a picture of me wearing Grandma's hat.
That reminds me, I'll bring out these photos when you don't want to do the dishes next time. I'll delete one if you wash everything, though.
You're so mean, Caleb.
Come to think of it, I'm the one who always does the dishes. You better start helping out with the chores, Pipsqueak. Otherwise, I'll only have a few opportunities to delete these pics.
Keep them forever if you want.
Alrighty. Also, you said that, not me. Hi. I'd like one giant ice cream cone, please. You could barely reach the pedals on these boats when we were kids.
And you haven't noticed how our boat's been going in circles?
Oh, the swan's feet must be broken. Otherwise, we would have been on a speedboat considering how hard you were pedaling.
If you already knew, then why didn't you point it out? Caleb, you're too nice. I'm worried you'll be bullied.
Please. Remember when I was the PE class monitor in high school? I was responsible for recording who was absent for morning runs.
And people would always try to slack off. They begged you not to write down their names.
But I didn't listen to him. In fact, I was a tough cookie. Who dared to bully me?
But I remember you let someone off the hook one time and you got punished for it.
We don't count that. I was really busy, so I asked a few classmates to give you something for me. When they came back, they told me they brought you a lot of snacks along the way. They even said, Caleb, she was really happy. So I let him off the hook. And Teach punished me with 20 laps.
I thought those were all from you. That's why I accepted them. And I felt really guilty when I found out you got in trouble because of me.
Yeah, you even coughed up an apology note and put it under my pillow.
I was worried you were really mad. You were important to me, so I wanted to make sure there wasn't any bad blood between us.
And I told you I wasn't mad. Was there anything to be broody about?
Then why are you bringing this up in the first place?
I just remembered how admirable you were while begging for reconciliation. Pedal faster. If you keep slacking off, we won't make it back before nightfall.
What's going on over there?
They're writing their wishes on paper lanterns. They should be setting them on the lake soon.
Over here! Yeah, it's a good spot. Come on, guys! You better start walking now.
We are!
What did you write? I bet you wish to be a hunter.
As if. You just want to be with your girlfriend forever, right?
Shut up! If you say that out loud, it won't come true.
Well, my wish is gonna come true.
Let me see. For our 10-year high school reunion...
We'll have hot pot for dinner!
It's lively here. Do you want to join in?
There are too many people around.
Do you feel tired? I can give you a piggyback ride.
Sure.
Hop on.
We're already far away. Aren't you tired, Caleb?
You're only asking that now? Hold on tight, Pipsqueak. I won't catch you if you fall.
Yeah, right. You always take care of me. You have my back.
Whew, why are your hands so cold? We're in the middle of summer. I'll get a hot drink. Be right back. How admirable you were while begging for reconciliation.
He brought up the past on the boat as a way to encourage me to take the initiative. Maybe mustering the courage to say let's make up isn't that hard. Caleb's been trying everything so I could go out and get some fresh air. He must have noticed it a while back, but he never asked. He acted like he didn't know and took me outside to put me in a good mood. What would he be like when he's worried about someone?
Luckily, the drink stall wasn't closed. Here, take it.
Caleb?
Why are you crying? You were staring at those students back at the lake. Are you still upset about your friend?
Caleb, how did you know I was upset?
When you're in a bad mood, you can be a little dense. I can tell whether or not you're happy. I thought I cheered you up today. There. Don't cry. What happened? You can tell me.
What would you do if you like someone who doesn't like you back?
You got a crush?
I don't think they like me anymore.
Anymore? They used to like you then? Why didn't you tell me about this?
It's a girl's secret. Of course I wouldn't have told you.
Well, they don't know how to cherish you. If they don't like you, don't like them back. Besides, other people will like you.
Really?
Yeah. You're the best of the best.
You're probably the only one who thinks that.
Of course not. Besides, I'm not gonna let you get bullied. So who is it? Is it the brat who gives you Wanderer crystal samples? Or the class monitor who lives next door? They always find an excuse to borrow your homework.
I can't tell you. Forget about it.
Who else are you gonna tell if not me?
It's my secret. Don't you have any secrets?
I don't... And we're talking about you right now.
How do you think we should make up?
I don't have a lot of experience in that area, Pipsqueak. I've only ever gotten notes from you.
Should I write one for them too?
Nope. Notes are our thing. Don't tell me you want to give them to someone else. You've been stressing about this for days. Let me handle it for you.
How are you going to do that?
Guys have their own way of dealing with things.
It's not a big deal. I can handle it myself.
You have to tell me if you can't, though.
Having Caleb backing me up is wonderful.
If you have any grievances, I'll be there for you. But I didn't bring any tissues today. You're on your own with your tears and snot.
I'll wipe them on your shirt.
I already do the dishes. Now I have to do the laundry?
Well, duh.
If you don't do your chores, I won't be deleting those photos anytime soon. How about I develop them and hold a photo exhibition at your school? Your friends could see them too.
Don't you dare. I have photos of you too. Lots of them even.
Then we can show everyone our photos together.
Yeah, no. The last thing I want is to be embarrassed with you. You know, Caleb, you always find a way to cheer me up.
You realize this now?
Then will you always be the one to cheer me up?
Pipsqueak, you're slower than a dial-up. Even your questions are laggy.
Is that a yes or no?
What are you gonna do if I say no?
I've never thought about it.
What a coincidence. Me neither.
What's your answer then?
Yeah. I'll always be the one to cheer you up.
Caleb, why are you so nice to me?
I'm pretty sure you already know the reason. You even said duh.
Right. Okay, I need to tell you something, but you can't be mad about it.
What is it?
The friend I mentioned earlier? She's a girl!
You...
I can't believe you fell for it. Ouch!
I was worried for nothing.
How is it for nothing? When you worry about me, I'm happy. And aren't you happy when I'm happy?
Boo. Talk about lame. Anyway, let's go home.
Caleb, wait for me! Caleb, I'm starving.
Didn't you eat a ton of snacks today? How are you hungry again?
I want to eat the food you make. Your cooking's the best. Caleb, please don't be mad at me. How about you cook and I'll clean starting tonight? Is that okay?
Sounds good to me. You better do the laundry too.
You sure know how to push your luck.
You're too kind. But I don't plan on deleting your photos.
Okay. I promise you can keep as many photos of me as you want.
Deal.
So what tasty food are you going to cook for me tonight?
We'll be having something special this time. Mushroom stir fry.